this Friday. Kyle Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm hanging out at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Studios. My name is Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman in the seat of Kyle Wallace, where he normally is. What's going on, Bradley?
I'm doing good, Ben. Turn Up Friday. One of my favorite days of the week.
I hate how you call it Turn Up Friday.
Just doesn't flow as it should.
No.
It's the Friday Turn Up
and all these
on
AI
Kyle,
songs
Brust, and Nortman.
that we've been bumping.
It also just sounds like you're saying turn up like the flower.
You mean the food? Or turnip?
Yeah, the food or the flower. One of those.
Were you thinking of a tulip? There is a flower. A tulip.
Tulip Friday. I guess I was thinking of the food. The voice you hear in the background
Hey, Kyle,
for
why aren't you
us.
on the video stream?
Yeah, where are you?
Where are you? Why aren't you on the video stream, Kyle? Show started. I don't.
Oh, snap. You know, I'm thinking about, oh, my bad. I'm thinking I'm using their camera. That's why I swear to you.
Almost
My
like we
bad.
talked about this 10 minutes
My
ago.
bad.
Yeah, every time I've done the show from the
you're
Everlight
absolutely
Solar
right.
ESPN Madison studios, Ryan Wollersheim and Jesse Nelson and the team have actually been very accommodating, less Jesse in there. They brought me a laptop. They've set it up in front of me. They get the vMix like up there, and then it looks beautiful. And you didn't do any of it.
I legitimately thought that was I see Ryan Wollersheim at the computer. I thought all I had to do was just sit down. They're going to have the camera set on me. Because, Hunter, when you all do Mr. Irrelevant, I see him on the video screen from vMix, so I just assumed that was going to happen here. But you're absolutely right. I am.
No one told me anything.
Oh,
so
but that could have happened?
it could have if someone told me.
I'm putting this back on our trash, lazy producer. You mean to tell me I got to be on vMix when we have these beautiful cameras here in the studio that I could use that you use for Mr. Irrelevant, but you can't use for Kyle Brust-Nortman? Is that what I'm being told?
The communication that was sent to me said you would be on your laptop for the entire show.
Where was that communication from?
I bet you can guess.
Jesse Nelson.
That's correct.
Jesse just raised his hand. He said it's me.
You guys really know how to put me in a bad mood. Like, really do. Like, how could we...
He's the
how
Friday
could we,
Turn Up on Kyle, Brust,
across ESPN Wisconsin, put the worst video possible quality for Kyle out there? Like, we nailed it, guys. Absolutely crushed it. We're doing a great job, everyone. Fantastic. I can't even... Kyle's bobbing his head up and down because I got a view of his beard and his chin. You can see it on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
Kyle's view of the camera is how like an older person does FaceTime, from like a lower angle. It's a bad view.
Let me see if I can push it back a little bit.
You couldn't have put it any better, Brad. And that's exactly my point. It's exactly how Kyle Brust-Nortman should be shown on YouTube is the view of an old person FaceTiming you, and you're like, what the hell are they doing? High quality stuff from everybody.
They're getting me a little thing to set my laptop. Oh, this is first class customer service. They fed me. They got me water. I don't get treated like this back in Milwaukee.
Oh wow, you were part of the free Friday lunch?
Oh my goodness, I sure was. I wasn't even hungry, but you know me, I ain't
Can't
wanting to
pass
skip
up a free meal. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And it was a big night, a big gathering. We had no babysitter, so I was not able to attend. But Bradley, you had a big event. A lot of our teammates were there. Anything stand out to you in the event? Other than talking, it sounds like you talked to about 100 people.
It was a fun event. Talked to a lot of people, which was great. I love talking to the people. But I don't know if you guys can help me out here, if I handled this right. I had someone come up to me. I probably talked to 75 people, or at least groups of people.
Cool.
And,
I was going to say.
And someone came up to me, and they said, "Hey, Brad, it's great to see you again." I'm like,
likewise,
hey.
huh?
Yeah, hey, how's it going? Didn't know this person. Did not know who they were. Couldn't recall them from any place in my mind. Didn't know the name. And they were with a friend. And so I was like, I just went along with it.
For how long?
20 minutes.
20 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And I realized.
How did you not get
too long to
yourself
talk to
out of that
anybody.
conversation?
Well, yeah, she kept on peppering me
Right.
with questions. How are you doing? Family, all the events.
Though she knew your family?
A little bit, just enough where she was scratching the surface, and she had a friend with her. So I was trying to figure out, like, could I get information on this person, on how I might possibly know them from the friend, and the friend was from a northern suburb of Chicago.
that
And
didn't
it's all surface level, and they just were asking me questions. I had a hard time digging out information, but for 20 minutes, I went along like I knew this person, and they clearly felt like they knew me. And by the end of it, I felt sick. I did. I felt like I was disingenuous, not a man of integrity. I should have just asked.
Not a man of integrity by not knowing.
Lacking morality.
Pretending like I knew this person, when I'm like, I don't. Think about that. What if you were talking to somebody and you felt like you had a level of comfort with them, that they knew your name, and they just pretended
I do it all
the whole
the time.
time.
Well, what do you do in that scenario for 20 minutes? 800-990-3776. If you are in a conversation and you don't know who they are
And they know
by
you.
name, but they know you, what do you do? Because I know exactly what I do, and it's.
What do you do?
You probably do way better than me in those situations. I don't know what you do, but I basically am splitting my mind between and I can't do this. So when I say I'm splitting my mind, just think of it as one way or the other. What do you think I'm doing? I'm either listening to them or I'm just thinking how I know them, and it's me thinking how I possibly know them.
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
then me not listening to them. And then it obviously,
It makes it worse, though.
for sure, I always make it. Yes, I make it worse because they have to be thinking to themselves, he is not listening to what I'm saying. Why does he have this look on his face like he's thinking about something else completely different to the conversation that we're having between each other right now? And it's because I'm doing the exact thing that they're thinking as I'm trying to think about something different other than the conversation because I'm trying to figure out who I'm talking to.
I feel like you even look at them differently. Like
I change.
inquisitively.
I change my face. I'm like, I'm looking at them like, who are you? Who are you?
Hey, Kyle, I feel like you're the kind of guy that'd be like, oh, hey. Like, oh, what's up? There you are. Like, you would totally
There
roll
you
with it like,
are.
I
Yeah. No, I try to roll with it. I have been working on, if I don't know who somebody is, my face says it all. Just yesterday, somebody came by and said, hey, Kyle, how you doing? At the event you had. And I said, oh, hey. And he could tell immediately. He said, I listened to your show. I said, oh, okay, what's your name? But, like, you see it in my face. So I've been trying, if I don't know somebody, I've been trying to kind of give them that look and be like, hey,
the way you
great
just
talking
did that
to you.
right
Who
there,
are
your
you
voice
again?
is
I'm
a
trying my
dead
best.
giveaway. Hey, just so you get high voice.
I've been trying to be better just addressing things and not sitting here and faking it for 20 minutes. Now, I tell you, I done faked it before. I done faked it a lot of different times, but
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to be better. I'm trying
Oh,
to
wow.
figure out. Oh, come on.
But I wonder how much of it is on the other person. Because all 20 minutes I faked it. She probably walked away thinking, we're good friends. We're
God,
good
he's a-
friends.
God, he's
me
a
and
good
Brad.
guy.
For
Swell
sure.
guy.
For sure. And the whole time I'm just like, oh, I don't know you. How much of is it on them? Because they should be like, hey, Brad, it's blah, blah, blah. Like a little
It's
bit of
not
a
on them
background.
at all. They feel like they have a meaningful connection with you that clearly wasn't that meaningful.
How did you address said person?
What do you mean?
Dude, man, buddy.
For 20 minutes, you had to have been like,
Oh, well, I didn't feel like I had to say her name because obviously I didn't know it. Because like she just kind of like just went right into conversation. Hey, Brad, it's great to see you
And
again.
that's the hard
Man,
part.
what a great
when
night.
talking with a female, it's different. If you don't know a dude you're talking to, yeah, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like-
Yeah, Bud.
No, you don't throw Bud. You just, yeah, man.
Why not Bud? Is
Bud.
Brad's a Bud guy.
I'm a Bud guy.
You do Bud?
I like, but yeah, Bud is.
Bud's like you're talking to somebody 10 years younger than you. Little Bud.
He is from Brookfield, Wisconsin. Bud is something they use. It's a term of endearment.
Yeah, term of endearment. It's hard to get higher than Bud.
Yeah, I mean, man. Like, good to see you, man.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah. Do you do
What
like?
do you say? You don't say, "Oh, miss."
Yeah, I literally just tried to avoid it the whole time.
Dudette.
No, you're supposed to just nod and say, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah."
You can't nod and go,
I can't believe you talked to somebody.
yeah, for 20 minutes.
Yes. I don't know how he talked to a single person for 20 minutes, Brad. Like, you should have cut her off halfway through. I gotta move around. I can't talk to her for 20. That is forever.
Great scene. I got to go.
I tried though, but I was at the bar and we were both trying to get a drink and kind of they had me cornered. The two of them had me cornered. I couldn't turn anywhere because I had nowhere to go.
Ron
Nowhere
in the
to
Key
go.
chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line that his wife is a legend at this. She can tell and says, Ron is so rude. Hi, I'm blank, which leads to them saying, hi, I'm blank. But you were alone, right?
Yeah, Lexi was home with the babies and tired with baby Nortman. So, yeah, you need a wingman. You need a wingman to at least say like that or like, hey, this is Ben. And you
you bring someone else. Bring somebody else in.
And
you see someone else.
That is a
Hey,
good play.
they love the product. Thanks for being out here. Have you met blank?
But what if? But I didn't know her. What if I introduce? I bring in someone that she's like, oh, of course I know.
Hey,
blah blah blah.
Have you met? Oh,
That's where I come in, Brad.
No,
I should have pulled in one of you guys. That was what I should have done.
It's easier if Strofe was to come in like, hey, this is my friend Strofe. We work together here, Strofe. And then you say, hi, I'm Alex Strofe. And then they say, oh, hi, I am
Susie
Kristen,
Johnson.
Susie, whatever it was.
Josh
Man,
and Heartland chimes in. He just would have said, hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
That's what Kyle would say.
I think he was
Kyle
trying
could get away
to
with that.
sound
I
like
could get
Kyle.
away with that.
Oh, my God.
I'd be like,
I love
this guy's creeping me out.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
How you doing? How's life?
Does
That Brad
anybody
got really weird.
does anybody ask early on, like if they don't know someone,
yes.
like
Sometimes
within a couple of minutes? Be
Sometimes
like,
you got to bite the bullet and just like do it right away and be like, hey, I'm so sorry. I've slipped up on your name.
because there was
What's nice
And
now
then
is the
that
fact
will
that
open up.
we're more famous.
That will open up, like when you admit that you don't know their name, you'll get the name, and then she'll probably be like, oh, he doesn't remember me. I can give more context to who I am.
Yeah.
And then the oh yeah, oh yeah,
yeah. I've talked to so many people tonight, all that kind of thing. Because the other thing is, a friend of mine last night looked across the room and she said, I know that person, but I don't know how I know them. Should I go up and say something or just let them come? So that's another scenario where you know the face and you're like, it's inevitable. A conversation is going to happen. Do you go approach that person and say, how do I know you? Or what's your name again? Or you just roll with it?
No, you do a recon. You do reconnaissance. Is that what I'm looking for?
Good. Very good.
You send somebody else or ask around, like, or if you see them talking to somebody else, you go to that person and say, hey, what's that person's name? 'Cause then you can go up to them and address them by their name.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is you need a support system.
Yes,
you need a wingman,
or you need to grow a pair.
Yeah,
Which
that
you
too.
are
I
not
don't
one.
have- in that
You're a
situation,
people pleaser in that situation.
I have no pair.
You didn't
None.
want to make that person feel like they were unwelcome or not.
Or not worthy of knowing
the name.
who they were.
Yeah, Brad, with you being so famous, because Ben too famous. Strofe and I are kind of new to this, people kind of knowing us type thing, and it kind of gives you a free pass to give them that look and say, "Oh, good to meet you. How do we know each other again?" It gives you the free pass to do it because I have started to use it more. It happened a couple weeks ago where somebody came up to me, said my name. I'm like, "Oh, who are you?" And they said, "Oh, I'm Jamila. I actually, I listen to the truth." I'm like, "Oh, okay, good to meet you. Oh, yeah, okay."
See, there's
So
the
it
hey
allows you
girl, hey girl.
Well, I mean, once you say something, it helps.
Ron in the Key also chimes in something to know with me, which is probably, this isn't all the way true, but there's some truth to this. Ben, you first figure out if there's someone of power. If not, there's no way you're staying by them for 20 minutes.
That's true.
That ain't no lie at all.
That's good.
I ain't getting stuck for. I ain't spent 20 minutes on your ass right now in this conversation. There's more people to talk to.
20 minutes was a long time.
You do what?
I mean, I would have at least thought after 20 minutes, I would walk away and say, that's who it is. Still didn't get it. I had to do some reconnaissance on like the old Google this morning.
Yeah, and you figured it out on the Carbless Talking
Wait
text
a
line.
minute, you Googled this person.
No, I didn't Google, but I went through like the guest list, and I was like, who don't I know?
So you did what everyone does.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
find out
Did some
who it
research.
is. LinkedIn or Facebook
exactly.
or whatever. Look for mutual friends after the fact. See how you may be connected. Diana McGuanago, 800-990-3776. Happy Friday, Dirty Diana.
Happy Friday. What are you, chicken, to walk up to somebody that you think you might know and say, hey, I know you from somewhere. I've done it before.
Yeah, but don't you think it's a little bit it's a little awkward, Diana? Because
Why?
you should be able
Why?
to recall
I
that
have
name.
No, not always. It's been a long time or whatever. I had some guy walk up to me at the Pfizer and say, God, I know you from somewhere. And sure enough, we knew each other. Yeah, he was with the Special Olympics.
There it is.
Okay.
So
maybe I should. I need more courage.
One last loop
I
to
need more
close here.
courage.
There's nothing worse, though, when
Confident
you
woman.
know somebody that you're with that does I think I know you from somewhere, and it goes completely south, and they just
I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. At all costs.
But that one of my point is in that conversation there was something there. The worst is when someone goes cold turkey to somebody and says, I feel like I know you from somewhere. And then you start asking that person questions, and then it's just goes down a road where they just don't know, and it's just awkward. I hate that so much.
that's rough. No one wants to be part of that.
Yes. Brad, I'm glad you figured it out. 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-ESPN, the Carbless Talk and text line. I see it in the YouTube chat from the Brotherhood Sports. Goot is tied with Ryan Poles for the worst GM of the NFC North. Brad has some opinions about Goody. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what?
okay.
You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Your chance to spend an afternoon on the links with ESPN Milwaukee is just a tap away. The 2025 Delzer ESPN Milwaukee Open happens July 15th at the Ball Golf Course, and we're inviting a lucky ESPN Milwaukee fan and 3 guests. Hang out with your favorite ESPN Milwaukee hosts, play around at one of Wisconsin's most popular courses, and enjoy food and drinks throughout the day. Open up the contest tab in the ESPN Wisconsin app and register for your chance to win this fan foursome with ESPN Milwaukee.
You're back at the gym. Your new gym outfit? On point. Your new sneakers? Baller. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So when you take your first yoga class in 10 months, your body might surprise you, but your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 9-ounce selected varieties essential everyday potato chips, 2 for $4. 3-count selected varieties Marushan ramen noodles, 4 for $1. 64-ounce selected varieties Sunny Delight, 2 for $3. 12.8 to 18.8 ounce selected varieties Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, $5.49.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers. Safe.
Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
Race fans, the world of Outlaws Knott's Energy Drink Sprint Cars are coming to the Plymouth Dirt Track and Beaver Dam Raceway for its grand finale. First, the Outlaws return to Plymouth on Friday, June 6th for the first time in 20 years. Then, Saturday, June 7th, the greatest show on dirt battles Wisconsin's heroes in the Jim J.B. Boyd Memorial, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Gates open at 4 p.m. Tickets at slspromotions.com. Be there.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I've got to tell you about my go-to car wash, Tsunami Express. Get your ride looking its best and ride the wave at Tsunami Express Car Wash, Milwaukee's fan favorite for that perfect shine. Sign up for a monthly membership and enjoy unlimited washes for less than $1 a day. Skip the wait with the fast lane and take advantage of great perks. With locations in Midtown Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Mount Pleasant, Tsunami Express has you covered. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Visit TsunamiExpress.com to learn more.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Brad Nortman holding it down at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Studios with Strofe running the show. Kyle Wallace over at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison Studios. UKBN Nation, as always, at 800-990-3776. The Carbos Talking text line list is more in. And you can also see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, I did mention from a YouTube chat something about GMs in the NFC North. Well, timely, because the Vikings general manager, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, passing grade?
I'll give you a B. Kwesi
Adofo-Mensah. Yeah.
Nice.
Got a contract extension with the Minnesota Vikings.
Why are we celebrating that? It's a general manager of an NFL team. I mean, yeah, dude.
It's a little tough, man.
It's not that hard to figure out how to say it. Just look it up. What were you doing for the last 4 minutes?
I was looking at it. You told me how to say it, and then I kept repeating it until I got to the show, and then I still couldn't execute. The point is, the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings was extended, and I would say it is a probably well-deserved extension considering the success the Vikings have had, moving on from Kirk Cousins, getting Sam Darnold, building a team the way he did. Don't know what the quarterback situation is going to be like for the Vikings this year with J.J. McCarthy, but probably a well-deserved extension. Bradley, you have some thoughts.
I do have some thoughts. I look around this NFC North and I think to myself, is Brian Gutekunst the third best GM in the NFC North? And my conclusion is yes, he is. It is unfortunate for the Green Bay Packers that it is such a loaded division, both with teams, coaches, and general managers. And this headline reminds us of how good the Vikings and the Lions have been at team building. If I'm going to rank the NFC North Division general managers, let's start with number 4. Ryan Poles, Chicago Bears, still a hot mess, still a dumpster fire, but they're starting to build actually what looks like a fairly respectable team, but certainly still the 4th. Brian Gutekunst, number 3. We get after Goody for average draft picks. And if not for Jordan Love, which early on, I think we're all concerned, maybe Jordan Love isn't the guy. Now, he has improved and he has ascended to become the franchise quarterback, but without the Jordan Love pick, Brian Gutekunst is average. Jordan Love, though, finding your franchise quarterback, that means something. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah for the Minnesota Vikings. Guys, he's only been the GM there for 3 years, and he has built a contender in the Minnesota Vikings. Double-digit wins, 13 in 2022, and obviously last year 14-3. The main reason why 2023 was rough was because They had terrible backup quarterbacks when Kirk Cousins got hurt. He has built a roster in spite of not having a great quarterback or a franchise quarterback. And Brad Holmes, the Detroit Lions GM, I don't think anybody debates that. They have top to bottom one of the best rosters in the NFL, and that was built legitimately from within. So Brad Holmes, 1 for the Lions, Adolfo Mensah, 2 for the Vikings, then Goody, then Ryan Poles for the Chicago Bears. And that's concerning to me because if the Packers are ever going to be a contender, you got to be among the best GMs in your own division because I don't know how you're going to win it and then work your way all the way to the Super Bowl.
Is it fair to say Brian Gutekunst is the third best general manager of the NFC North? 800-990-3776. Kyle, the Packer backer. Where are you going to go in this one, mister?
Exaggeration, and he's leaving out some important information of you're talking about 3 of the best football teams in the NFC. So you're acting like being the third best with a whole bunch of really great ones is bad. They're all in the same category. They're all in the same breath of how good they are. Granted, Goody, again, he had Aaron Rodgers when he stepped in the door as the general manager here for the Green Bay Packers. He's still done a great job of sustaining success. He only has 1 losing season as a GM, and the team went 8-9 that year, and that was Rodgers' last season with the Green Bay Packers. Other than that, this has been a winning organization. So, yes, we hold Goody to a high standard, but the Lions, the Vikings, have not won anything that the Packers haven't won. They've done nothing different than the Green Bay Packers, right? So at the end of the day, yes, those are 2 really good GMs, but don't sit here and act like Goody isn't also a very good GM. If the Packers were to let Goody go at the end of this season, Goody would have jobs waiting for him at different organizations. So again, I want more from Goody. I'm critical. What do you mean? You don't think Goody would get a job immediately?
Waiting for him? Making it seem like he'd have his pick of the litter.
I promise you this. If the Packers and Goody decide to separate and part ways at the end of this season, Goody would have jobs waiting for him. He could go to different places. It wasn't like he'll sit out next year. He would be able to go different places. He is a very good general manager. Now, we have high expectations. That's the reason why we question him. But when you look up and down this roster, y'all acting like this roster is trash. This is a roster that had a top 10 scoring offense and a top 10 total defense, a roster that just won 11 games last year, and we're going to poo-poo like he isn't a good general manager?
Not saying he's not good. It's relative to the others in the division who last year have won more games.
He's right there with the others.
The Green Bay
He's right
Packers,
there with the
Kyle.
others.
Do you remember those Vikings
last year
games?
they beat the Green Bay
Vikings
Packers
28-0 at halftime.
Again, I'm not going to sit here and act like those 2 aren't very good GMs, but my GM is in the same conversation as those. He is. He's
then
right
rank him right now. You rank him. Brad rank him. You rank him.
No,
rank him.
The thing is when Brad ranked him, I said, okay, number 4, Ryan Poles, and it's a distant number 4. Distant number 4. Number 3, I put Goody at number 3. I said, Brad, I didn't have an issue with him putting that number 3, but what he said is he made it seem like it was a distant number 3. Matter of fact, Bumpstat, he ain't number 3. I got 1A, 1B, and 1C. That's what I have. So 1C is my boy Goody. 1B is my boy, you want to say his last name, what is it? I just know it's Quasey. The GM for the Vikings. Would be Brad
so you weren't listening to all 3 of us say his name.
It's 1B. It's 1C. That's what it is. 1A, 1B, and 1C.
Who's 1A? What's the name of the general manager of the Detroit Lions?
Brad Holmes.
Okay.
He can be 1A.
Got Brad Holmes, but you couldn't get Quasey?
I can't Quasey, and I can't Adolfo, and I don't know the last part. Adolfo. I just know him Quasey.
Menza.
I call him Quasey, my brother Quasey.
My brother
Adolfo Menza. Shout out to him. He's done a great job there. My biggest issue is that
I'll have a little bit of Kyle's back here. The Packers under Goody have been to an NFC Championship game twice. It's been a little bit since then, and since Rodgers went away. It's not easy to move on from a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he made the huge risk by trading up for Jordan Love, and that has paid off. There are other things that you can complain about his team building and the youth, and if there actually is talent. We're going to see all of that. This is a big, I know we keep saying it, the Goody, LaFleur, Love trio, it's huge for all 3. Because if the team has success, Goody's going to look like a genius. He's going to be like, hey, man, I said we're going to grow young. This is the 3rd year now that these guys are part of the system. Jordan Love's third year starting. Matt LaFleur has all this experience winning regular season games, make it to the playoffs with Rodgers, and going further than he's had with Love. This whole season comes down to how far the Packers go in the playoffs. But I will say, unfortunately, for the Packers, we've been through this together as a team here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. The division is very important for this because they've tried this wild card route the last 2 years. You need to be at the top. You need to win the NFC North, and you need to get a top seed because it helps your chances. You play potentially less games if you get the one, which would be really hard. But either way, you get a home game. You don't want to be going on the road trying to make your way to a NFC Championship game and a Super Bowl. That route just doesn't work with how they've been going about it.
Yeah, and to maybe find common ground with Kyle, and it sounds like you a little bit, Ben. Brad Holmes is certainly the bona fide number one, right? I mean, he is certainly the bona fide number one.
A terrible organization and made him good.
Amazing. And his draft picks, the free agency, figuring out the contracts has been amazing. Between Adofo-Mensah and Goody, they're close. I would say they're close. I don't think it's a distant third for Goody, but Adofo-Mensah has put together a complete team in spite of not having a quarterback. If J.J. McCarthy hits, he solidifies himself at number 2. It's a gamble what he's doing with McCarthy. If that falls flat on his face, and if the Packers continue to be good on it, then Goody will rightfully take number 2. But it's reflective of how hard this division is. Because I think Goody's a top 10 GM. He just happens to live in a world with 2 other great GMs.
Well, guess what?
What is that?
What?
Wheel of Strove!
Wheel of Strove!
Wheel of Strove!
Strove!
You're a little bit delayed, buddy.
Strove!
Yeah. That's what's coming up next. Do you have categories for me to fill out with you in the break?
I do.
All right. Wheel of Strove. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I?
No,
I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Man, you're being robbed of your potential. Research shows a shocking 1% annual decline in testosterone levels. That's why building muscle feels impossible and your confidence is at an all-time low. But here's the truth. You're not alone in this uphill battle. Mentality's physician-directed, FDA-approved treatment doesn't just level the playing field, it restores your body's powerful balance. Our patients experience a documented 30% increase in their testosterone levels. Stop struggling and turn this around. Defy the odds and reclaim your masculine edge at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sport called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian. Taste what all the screamin' is about.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a star-studded group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 6th through the 8th with an exciting team competition and a new tournament home at TPC Wisconsin. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Megan Maroney with special guest Clint Black on Friday, June 6th at Breese Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Make plans to stop by Third Ward Beer Garden at Catalano Square. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden, the perfect spot to meet up with friends in the Third Ward. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden.
When having new Pella windows and doors installed at your home, you get the full Pella experience. That means we're with you from start to finish. Our team doesn't disappear after the work is done. Just like with Vinny, your Pella experience starts with a free in-home consultation.
It was a really comfortable kitchen table chat. We knew Pella was going to get it right the first time, and they designed a project with us. They didn't just replace our windows and doors.
With customizations driving limitless possibilities, our Pella experts truly listen to your vision, just as we did with Nicole.
I felt like they really listened to us. There are so many options that are available, so it was nice to have someone narrow those down, offer some suggestions, and they made sure that the design was what we wanted.
Don't wait any longer, because right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% financing for up to 6 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2025.
They say seeing is believing. And when you check out what's waiting for you at American Place Casino, you'll definitely believe you'll love it. From thrilling gaming to top-notch service, we're changing the game. Come play all your favorites like blackjack, craps, roulette, and the latest slots. Catch a game at the sportsbook, enjoy great restaurants, bars, and more. If you're ready for excitement, exceptional service, and an experience you'll never forget, then we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game. Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Potawatomi Casino Hotel is known for its endless ways to win. That's just great. Friday, June 27th, Potawatomi is showing why. That's the standard with their highly anticipated season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty Roll into drawings worth $300,000 in cash and prizes is up for grabs. Be there to win your share on June 27th at Potawatomi. More info is online and must be 21 years or older to play. On the Carbless Talking text line, Greg has been waiting patiently. We go to Greg on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Hey, great. Happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday, Greg. Good to hear from you.
I'm going to stick with the theme of the top three, but I'm also going to go back to the previous conversation, and I'm going to say the top three hosts in terms of social skills.
Oh, wow.
And I think we all know who number three is. Just shows you that professional athletes live a sheltered life.
Oh, don't do that, Greg. Don't do it. Don't go there.
You gave him all the evidence.
EQ 101. It's EQ 101. Hey, thanks for coming to my event. I've been busy. What's your name again?
Done, simple, to the point, easy.
Greg's right.
Number two, Greg.
And I would say, hey, if we're gonna rank, Kyle number one. Can't deny street smarts.
Street smarts.
Who? Yeah, I got street smarts.
He's barking at you, Greg. You want that
You're
guy
in
number one?
You're in the.
That's personal.
You're loosely in the professional athlete realm.
Yeah. Kyle and
again, I think you guys have been a little sheltered. I know I know Madison helped you out a lot.
Silver spoon, boys.
The best, thank you, Greg.
Greg burying us.
I love Kyle not being in the same place as us because it sounds like somebody is just like yelling from afar because he's just not in the room.
Well, in reality, that is what he's doing.
It's almost like,
I know, but like I can't.
It is.
Typically, he's just yelling in front of my face.
It almost
and
like
just pop. It's just like pop. Oh, wow!
It feels like our Tory Lowe drops.
Yes, you sound like he sounds like a drop.
That's diabolical.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
Time now on Kyle Brust and Norman for the Wheel of
Stro.
You never know what to expect when the wheel appears. It's time for the
Wheel of Stro.
A full week of the wheel. Here on KBN, it's time now for the
Wheel of Strove.
Good job,
I had a
guys.
hot
Strove!
Way to know your cue. Ben Brust is our Vanna White of this segment. Benny, what are our topics today?
Today we have Centaur, snacks, jeans, microwave, time travel, and then with the help of Josh DiMaggio, said we need to add a punishment. One of the 10 thingamajigs on the wheel says 10 push-ups for Alex Strofe.
Okay, that's fine by me. Embarrassing, but that's fine. Before you spin that wheel, Benny, what's a centaur?
I think half man, half horse?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Pretty good.
Harry Potter, obviously.
Of course.
Oh, okay. I was curious if you had to Google it in the break. Got it. All right, go ahead and spin that wheel.
This wheel's falling apart. Sorry, I got to tighten a screw. Here we go.
That's a good sound.
Love that sound.
Centaur!
What are the odds of that?
Oh, wow.
Fellas, I was thinking today. Yes, actually, this was last night. Had a little bit to drink. If you kept the top half of your body, what animal bottom half would you like on your body?
Wait. You were thinking about this last night?
Elephant.
Oh, excuse me? Why?
Because they're strong.
So, do you have 4 legs then, or do you have 2 elephant legs?
Elephants have 4. Does a centaur have? Centaurs have 4 legs.
4 legs, yeah.
And so, I'll have 4 legs.
Wow.
Anytime.
I would go with gorilla.
I was thinking the same thing.
Gorilla, yeah.
Like strong, thick.
Yeah, you could run fast.
Oh, I would stomp you boys out. Oh, I would stomp you boys
catch
out.
us.
Oh my gosh.
You wouldn't.
Elephants.
All you do is
can
take
how,
big doo-doos.
Think about how puny Kyle's upper
wait a
half
minute.
would look. He would look tiny.
It would look way
Where'd
wrong.
it go where the head of the elephant
Y'all
goes?
realize elephants could run at 25 miles per hour. I'm catching your gorilla ass.
I bet you a gorilla
and I'm
could run
stomping.
faster than an elephant.
I don't know, man. 25
Well, let's
miles an
ask
hour
the
is
So
pretty
is there
fast.
would there be no trunk for Kyle? Would it be the 4 elephant
25 miles per hour.
legs? And Kyle's torso
5.
just coming out of the head?
What animal runs faster?
Yeah, that'd be great.
An elephant
They're the same.
or a gorilla? Ain't no way they hit 25. Those big things?
That would be a
Yeah, hell yeah,
stampede.
they-
Now I know it's called
strong.
Roll Tide.
Oh, wow. It's basically the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
I see what you
speed.
did there, Brad. Nice to
Yeah,
know.
thank you.
They can move. Yeah, I'm
Wheel
stomping y'all out. Give me
of
elephant.
Strove! Wheel
Strove!
of Strove! 10 push-ups, 10 push-ups, 10 push-ups. Oh, we already had Centaur. Got to spin again. Wheel of
Damn it.
Strove! Wheel of Strove! Yellow again!
Wow.
This thing
Roll over there,
rigged?
pal. Oh, that was so close.
Oh my God, we just missed 10 push-ups. Snacks!
Oh, this is a good one. All right. We're having a food fight. Can't be a main dish, though. We're having a food fight. What snack are you picking? You want to do damage.
Ooh.
I'm taking an apple to your dome.
A potato.
A potato's not a snack.
Uncooked potato.
That's
It's
not,
not a snack.
It's not a snack.
That's
you know
not-
potatoes for
well,
snacks?
Do you just eat raw
You just take a potato and start eating it?
You're eating it like it's a kiwi?
I know
sweet
Brad with
potato?
too many carbs.
It's high in fiber.
What snack?
I was thinking more like no fruit, no vegetables. I was thinking more like you throw like a Kit Kat bar.
I'll throw a Pringles thing at you.
Oh, that's good. Pringles can.
Like whip you with a really long beef stick.
Okay.
Like a Slim Jim. Like one of those 2-foot-long Slim Jims.
I'm gonna whip you with this beef stick.
That's a crazy sentence.
I would do like some chocolate clusters because I feel like chocolate clusters have some rough edges to them. You can throw them at people.
Like a chocolate pudding snack pack would be like a grenade. It would hit you and just poof all over you.
Yeah,
Man,
don't
we're
know if you
ending
hit
Wheel of
that.
Strove
That's a lot.
kind of
That's
on a
mess.
wheel of Strove.
Oh, Strove!
Dud, yeah, it's kind of lame topics. We had a spelling bee yesterday. Are you kidding me?
The range is
You all sucked.
magnificent.
Why would we run that back?
That was fun. It was fun.
Time travel.
All right, you get to go. You get to go back in time.
These are all so crazy hypotheticals.
That was the point today.
I like it.
I was feeling a little goofy on Friday.
Yes, you do, as Josh says on the personal text line. Oh, this is a good one every time.
I didn't say that.
Oh, this is a good one.
I don't think I've said that today.
You did say it last one. For snacks.
Oh, I was excited about the Centaur one. I don't know about the snacks, so that was pretty dumb. Which one was this?
Time travel.
All right, you get to go back in time. It's so dumb. You get to go back in time and change one minor detail of your life.
Minor detail?
Minor detail. So, like, a shirt you wore in a school photo. Or
this is so dumb.
Or snitching on your friend.
That'd be mine.
Oh.
That's not minor. That's major.
Wrecked a
That was pretty
friendship.
minor. Talked to him last night.
No, you did not.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was about to say, get him on the line.
See, my mind goes to big things.
All right, what's the big thing?
I would have yelled at Josh Gosser to get a little closer to Aaron Harrison.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That was... I didn't like that.
I have a minor one.
I like where this is headed.
In my Iowa fake punt, I would have went for a more graceful slide. I
Did you
went
hurt
for
yourself?
a really unathletic shoulder first slide, and it sort of ruins the play for me a little bit.
Nobody
It's just too
remembers
strong.
that. Yeah, that
ruins
one's
it
in
for
your
me.
head.
But like, yeah,
But it's your own
it's minor.
perception.
It's minor.
It's minor.
I got one for Kyle.
It's minor.
Yes.
Never
play
try to
running
be
back?
running back. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I
With a
better
torn
than that. Should listen
ACL?
to my dad. Yeah, who knows? I would have been right there with Brad.
What were the other leftover topics today?
Jeans, microwave, and 10 push-ups for you.
Any of those worth?
Oh, wow. He needs
addressing?
those push-ups.
Do you let the microwave beep or not?
Jeans? What's wrong with jeans?
That was the question.
What do you mean? Do you let the microwave beep?
I've picked up that I always open the microwave at 1 second.
You don't like the beat?
No, I don't let it beep. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't let it.
I got nothing for
That's
you
weird.
there. I mean, that's just very
Why-
you. Like,
No, you guys just want to see the world burn.
no,
Why
it
make- no,
beeps and it
but-
tells me to go
the microwave-
open it.
Why
Like,
make unnecessary noise?
What are you talking
What
about?
are you
It's a
talking
necessary
about,
noise,
man?
so you don't have to stand in. You're not supposed to stand in front of a microwave for 2 minutes. You're
Well, I
not
walk
supposed to.
away.
You're just gonna stand there and look inside of it.
No, I keep
You
an eye
walk
on the
away,
clock.
do
So
your
you time
thing,
it
and
up?
then you hear beep, 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 beep. What? Strofe, be better. You have nothing to do outside of work, clearly.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because if you have time to stand in front of a microwave, that means you have entirely too much time in your life.
I'm at home using a microwave.
Just saying.
yeah, Wheel of Strofe bad
Bro,
today.
don't you have room?
Brad, make
it
this
was
better.
a rough week for Wheel of Strofe.
I'll tell you what can make anything better. Let's grab
Ooh.
an ice cold carbless, especially on these warm spring, summer days. You're going to want to grab a carbless. And when you do, you're going to be like me. You can go to the grocery store. You're going to see the end of aisle display of the carbless. Take one hand, take two hand, put the carbless in your grocery store. Go ahead and do another one. But there's going to be a QR code right there. Friday, Saturday, peak carbless buying times. Scan that QR code. Here's why. Carbless is offering you an opportunity to enter the Sweet Night at the Ballpark presented by Carbless, and you can get a Milwaukee Brewer game day experience with 14 game tickets, 6 parking passes, free food and drinks, all in a luxury suite at American Family Field. If you haven't done it yet, good news. You have a little bit of time. Bad news, it ends tomorrow. So today, tomorrow, when you go pick up your Carbless, you're going to enjoy the low carbonation, the 100 calories per can, the high flavor, and the new flavors. But you're also going to want to scan that so that you can, possibly win that Sweet Night at the Ballpark presented by Carbless. I know when I get home, I'm going to crack open a Carbless because less is more with Carbless.
100 days till the Green Bay Packers play. Strofe has a surprise on the other side for all of you in KBN Nation. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, soliloquy. Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage.
Like a Virgil.
Vigil?
Vigil. Virgil. A vigil. We did a vigil.
Vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. the best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
The people there made it a really great trip. The people in Green Bay were really nice, like literally driving ESPN people around themselves.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
The Pancake Palace in Green Bay was outstanding. So really nice trip.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. WeatherTech Chicago is up next on June 6th through the 8th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Show the world what your business is made of with 3 Tree Marketing.
So at 3 Tree, we're storytellers through merchandise. Every brand we work with has a unique story, and we're there to tell it using merchandise, display, appreciation, and gifting.
President Kevin Van Rossum knows that's important.
There's promo peddlers again, or tchotchke vendors, or whatever cliche people want to use. But we work with our client partners to become an extension of their team. We provide ideas, unique offerings that fit budget, timing, as well as messaging.
Check out why 3 Tree is the partner you need. 3treemarketing.com.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 9-ounce selected varieties essential everyday potato chips, 2 for $4. 3-count selected varieties Marushan ramen noodles, 4 for $1. 64-ounce selected varieties Sunny Delight, 2 for $3. 12.8 to 18.8 ounce selected varieties Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches, $5.49.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers. Safe.
Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
100 days until the Green Bay Packers play football again. Excited for the Brewers to take on the Philadelphia Phillies, see what they're made of. And we wait to hear more. If Giannis even had a meeting, is he having a meeting? What the hell's going on there? Lots going on in the world of sports. But with 100 days till the Green Bay Packers kick off, Packer backer Alex Strofe on Kyle Brust and Nortman wanted to bring something to all of you on KBN Nation.
That's correct, Benny. I'm pretty fired up. 100 days until football. So I figured I'd make a little song for you guys. You ready?
We have no choice.
We don't have a choice. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, Brett Favre, Don Hudson, Eddie Bennett, Bart Starr, go Pack, go. Jordan Love, Matthew Golden, touchdown on the Lions, Lambeau leaps, Cheeseheads, 100 days to go.
Passing grade thus far.
Kind of like it.
Alexander Jair, will he even be here? April hosted the draft, September brings touchdown craft. Matt LaFleur, Halfley, how great can it be? New press policy, Mark Murphy, goodbye. We didn't start the fire. Green and gold are blazing, all the fans are praising. We didn't start the fire. From the draft to glory, it's the same old story.
I gotta say, that was pretty good. That was good. I liked it.
I got in my bag, though. Did you hear that?
There was only one awkward part at the end there.
Mark Murphy, goodbye.
Oh, that one sounds better on its own, but I didn't like the way you were so happy to say goodbye to my guy Murph.
I wasn't. It's a crescendo in the song.
I know.
Santiana, goodbye. Yeah.
Mark Murphy, goodbye. And then when you come in,
Mark Murphy, goodbye.
We didn't start the fire. Kyle, you're not giving it a 2 thumbs up because it's not your anthem.
Put it on the album. Put it on the KBN album.
Wow.
Put it on the album. That's it. It was fire. It was fire. It was fire. I'm telling you, our album finna be fire. We cooking up a Grammy Award-winning album. Not only were we a WBA Award-winning show, we about to win a Grammy, y'all. About to win a Grammy.
Joey on the
Put it on
Carbless
album.
Talking text line asks, how long did this take?
Shorter than you think. I think it took about 25 minutes.
Danielle, friend of the show, chimes in. So good.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Yeah.
What else did other people of KBN Nation think of Alex Strove's We Didn't Start the Fire version of the Packers 100 Days Till Kickoff? 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talking text line.
This album is going to have such range.
Well, here's the thing.
Such range.
We're just ripping stuff off.
The inspiration from this was the fact that we were playing with AI music, and I was like, you know what, I could do better than that. I can do better than AI music.
Was Strofe better than the AI?
No, he didn't
music?
do better than AI.
That's the question.
No. That song goes deep. That's like not the last song. That's in the middle of the album. Somewhere deep in the album.
I can't believe I'm going to ask for this again, though. I kind of want to hear it again. Does anybody else?
I want to hear it again.
Kyle?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. We didn't start the fire.
At first, I thought it was just going to be naming guys,
and then it had, then it had some,
some substance.
It had some character.
I couldn't do Jair Alexander. Will he even be here? So I had to do Alexander, Jair. Will he even be here?
We gathered that. Thanks,
Ben. Thanks. So you want to hear it again?
Oh gosh,
come on! You want to hear it again?
Do you see him cheesing?
Come on, Ben.
Actually, I don't anymore.
Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, Brett Favre, Don Hudson, Eddie Bennett, Bart Starr, go Pack, go.
Hey.
Jordan Love, Matthew Golden, touchdown on the Lions, Lambeau leaps, Cheeseheads, 100 days to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Here we go. Alexander Jair, will he even be here? April hosted the draft, September brings touchdown craft. Matt LaFleur, Halfley, how great can it be? New press policy, Mark Murphy, goodbye. We didn't start the fire. Green and gold are blazing, all the fans are praising. We didn't start the fire.
Stop
From
singing
the draft
your own
to glory,
song.
it's the same old story.
That was so good.
It's actually
That
good.
was good.
It's actually good. Like, it either needs to be good or really, really bad. And it was, like, good enough where I can't actually rip him for it.
I know. It was good. It was very
Mark
clever.
Murphy, goodbye.
I love Kyle's drop-ins today.
I know.
Well, there it is, everybody. Your 100 days till kickoff
Murphy,
song.
goodbye.
I'm ready for football now. 100
Mark
days away.
Murphy, goodbye.
Yeah.
The Halfley's
Mark
your
Why
best
didn't you
line.
sing this?
goodbye.
Halfley's your best
How
like,
good
actual
can he be?
substance within the rhyming of
We
the
should
actual
make
song.
We should make this better. I should sing the chorus, but also we need to have the chorus in the
We should make this better, Kyle. Since I should sing the chorus.
No, here's the thing. I kept it away
No, I
from Brad,
should.
Kyle,
I should.
and Ben for a reason because you ruin every music thing we do on this show.
You know what we should do?
Not me.
You should type into AI Green Bay Packers song to "We Didn't Start the Fire" and see if it comes up with something better.
It won't.
Stroh first the machine.
On the personal talk and text line, ideas are coming in. It sounds like Alex Stroh needs to do a cover song every Friday until the season starts.
I love that idea. I'm in.
Oh, wow.
Who said that? That's a great idea.
Not telling you. Cody Johnson, I like how Ben is disappointed that his teammate Alex Stroh did a good job, so he can't get an insult in.
Yeah, I stumped you for once.
Stumped Schwab there.
What's going on here?
It was good. I mean, you did something good. I want to be complimentary. Just do great things.
I just didn't expect this response. I expected you guys to pick apart the lyrics. We've got nothing.
I mean, it's high.
No, I mean, this is better than Wheeler Strophe.
Yeah,
not a high
bar.
Though,
I think this is
one another.
This was nice. I do like
Stroh. The best part of Wheeler Strophe is that.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
shouting.
Yeah,
it is.
Back in
Wheeler
2 minutes.
Strophe might be dead.
Kyle wants to defend his boy that he called selfish almost a year ago. Jordan Love next. In 2 minutes.
Mark Murphy, goodbye.
Yeah.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
At Potawatomi, where ways to win are endless, another chance to capture epic cash and prizes comes Friday, June 27th. It's the season finale blockbuster drawings. Watch your entries from Enchanted Spins, Unreal Treasures, and Boundless Bounty come together for drawings where $300,000 in cash and prizes is there for the taking. Be there to win your share. June 27th only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 years old to play.
Sip into a flawless summer. Hey, it's KBN's Brad Nortman. Let carbless, ready-to-drink cocktails be your passport to pool parties, patio hangouts, cookouts, and pure summer bliss. Carbless is here to spark a summer of flavor and fun. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, just 100 calories, and of course, all the good vibes. From fruity flavors to refreshing fizz, Carbless stands out in a sea of same-old seltzers. See what flavors fit your summer. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com and enter to win a flawless summer prize pack today.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle Bruston Nortman every day from 2 to 5, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, and Alex Stroh running the show here at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios. Kyle Wallace hanging out at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. You, KBN Nation, enjoying Alex Stroh's 100 Days to Kickmas.
Oh, that's good.
100 days till the Packers kick off, and so now every Friday, Stroh will have a cover song. If you missed We Didn't Start the Fire version from Billy Joel of the Packers on their way to kick off, go back and listen on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee or listen on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. Now, we talked a lot about this yesterday here, but Kyle did some further digging into the question from Fox 11 and to why he is going to be even more. I mean, he was already team Love. Kyle, you loved this audio. I know you did. We'll play it again, and then we'll get your second-day reaction to what Jordan Love had to say to Fox 11 when talking about taking a quote-unquote step back.
What is a step back is what I'd ask, you know what I mean? Everybody has different opinions, things like that. You know, you got to block that stuff out. So it's all about the goals of the team at the end of the day. You know, I'd say we won more games than we did the year before. So that's why I ask people, what is a step back? So everybody has opinions, things like that. Try and block that out and just focus on doing me, being the best player I can be, like I've talked about, and go forward. But at the end of the day, you know, personal stats, things like that, that's all in the back. You know, you got to focus on the goals of the team first and foremost.
Kyle?
When I hear that, when I hear that audio and I think about the fact that Jordan Love, I think, you know, I'm no longer allowing people to talk about he took a step back, because when I think about it overall and how we should look at the last season, we should look at the last season understanding that Jordan Love missed 2 games. And shout out to Ryan Wood from the Journal-Sentinel, because he spoke with Jordan Love. Great article he wrote. And the fact that Jordan Love missed 2 games last year against 2 bad football teams. You're talking about the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. If he would have played in those 2 games and he would have been healthy in those 2 games, do you not think he would have had better numbers overall? And then you look at the fact that he also got hurt against the Jaguars, where he missed that game in the second half, and against the Chicago Bears, where he got hurt, he missed the second half. You're talking about multiple opportunities to have snaps that Jordan Love missed last year. So on top of all that, fellas, when people are talking about a step back, Jordan Love played through a lot of discomfort last year. And he even talked about the fact that when he was moving around in the pocket reacting, he had to get reaccustomed to that. He had to feel out the knee. So when people are talking about Jordan Love took a step back, if you look at Jordan Love's numbers last year from when he actually played, when he was hampered by injuries all year last year, if you extrapolate him playing a full 17-game season, you see that he did not take a step back whatsoever. So I just want people to understand that when you say Jordan Love took a step back, you don't know what you're talking about, because clearly you did not watch all the Packers games. Did he make some mistakes? Absolutely. But I would not say this kid took a step back. I would not say you should lose any confidence in him. Do we want to see more growth from him? Absolutely. But I'm not accepting any slander about Jordan Love, saying that Jordan Love took a step back, because he absolutely did not take a step back at all last season. He was hampered by injury for the entire season. The entire season that young man was hurt, and he was out there trying to play through injury. So again, I think Green Bay Packers fans should go ahead, get on the bandwagon, support Jordan Love, and understand that Jordan Love, if he can stay healthy this year, he'll be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I'm not even concerned about that. Jordan Love will lead this team this year.
I want to...
That's my period.
Ask, I get it.
That's my period.
Yeah, that was another.
Did you just verbalize a punctuation mark?
Yes, he did. Like when when you're on talk
delay,
to text.
so
I was able to kind of gather that, Kyle, of when you were coming to an end. What I will ask you, because when I hear you talk about Jordan Love in that way, you sound like you're on his team's payroll, the Jordan Love brand payroll. Not saying anything you said was potentially wrong, but what I would add is he also, throughout all that, had some times last year where he made decisions that might have been even worse than we saw in 2023, the carelessness with the football. And it seemed as if they went heavier in the running game, running 52% of the time last year, leaned on Josh Jacobs every first series because they wanted to cut down on Jordan Love's decision-making and interception. So, it's not that he didn't take a step back, but as Jason Wilde says, it's not like he took a giant leap or a step forward. He maybe stayed afloat and is still progressing to go forward, because I hear you on extrapolating.
Do you understand how significant that is? Wait a minute. You know how significant it is for somebody to play through injury, and you just said somebody that had a torn MCL last season, somebody that had a hip injury last season.
I don't think
you just said he basically stayed on. He had a partial tear of his MCL last year. And then on top of that, he ended up hurting his hip. So you just said that a player who was playing through injury
I don't think he partially tore his MCL. So now you're really starting to throw this out there. I think he's grade 2 sprain.
That's a tear. A grade 2 sprain is a tear. It's a slight tear of the MCL. That's what that is. That's what a sprain is. And so all I'm saying is the fact that you're saying that a guy that was playing through injuries last year didn't regress and he played the same that he did the year before when he was healthy. That's actually a good sign. That should be a good sign. His passer rating increased as well. And then on top of that, fellas, remember when Jordan Love had an issue throwing interceptions, and then what happened? He went 7 straight games without throwing any interceptions.
Because they limited the amount of opportunities that he had.
Pretty far down at the end of the year.
His attempts were down. Because they had an excellent running game. They had an excellent form.
Yeah, are you on the payroll? John brings up a good point, and I was kind of alluding to it earlier on the Carbless Talking text line. No slander against Jordan Love, says the guy who said he was selfish last year by holding out 3 days in training camp.
That was me being honest. That wasn't being slanderous. That was me telling the truth. That's all. There's a difference between slander and telling the truth. Slander is when you're just saying stuff just to say stuff. I was telling the truth. It was selfish to hold
saying stuff to say stuff. That's kind of what I'm listening to right now.
No, there is a difference between being slanderous and a difference between telling it like it is. There's a difference. Slanderous comes with ill will intent. I didn't have any ill will intent. I was just saying what I saw.
Dave from Aaron chimes in. Love didn't take a step back last year. It's more he didn't take a step forward.
He didn't look like the quarterback at the end of 2023. I can't think of one game. Maybe the Arizona Cardinal game. What was that, like week 5 or something, week 6, where he was in rhythm and I think 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. But the back half of 2024 was when he was playing his best football, but it was very much game management. Let's not turn the ball over. Let's be very balanced with the running game. We didn't see that Jordan Love from 2023, the back half, often at all during 2024. Now, I know he was injured, and I think that is a reasonable, I don't want to use excuse, maybe reason as to why we didn't see that. But I think when, I agree. He did
a key indicator of how his performance showed.
Yes, I don't think he took a step back. But you would expect a quarterback now in his second year of starting, financially compensated as a top quarterback in the NFL, and everything slows down to continue to take steps because he's going to be 27 years old this year. So I think maybe the rate at which we thought Jordan Love would improve just wasn't there last year. Now, if we want to say it's because of injury, we can say that. But that puts extra pressure on him this year because he can't repeat what he did last year. That's not good enough. I mean, 24 touchdowns. I know he was out a couple games, but, mid-20 touchdowns, double-digit interceptions, low 60s completion percentage. That is stats of a good quarterback, but not a great quarterback.
And I'm glad you brought up the completion percentage point because when we had Jason Wilde join us yesterday here on Kyle Brust and Nortman, listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app if you didn't hear it, Jason mentioned he was writing a story for Channel 3000, and he looked at the data and the info of that late run in 2023. What was that completion percentage? 72%. And so the hard part about gauging Jordan Love, in my opinion, from last year, despite everything that he had to go through, was he still ended up around that 62-ish% completion percentage. Where's the middle ground? Where's the middle ground of I was this 72% completion guy, and it was supposed to be even better, we thought. I know there were drops that plays into that. I get that. But where's the 65% guy that is consistent and you're not thinking about decision making? That's why Kyle's like, I'm not taking any of this step back stuff. I agree that he just didn't take that step forward that we were all expecting. It's not that he had a bad season. Just when you coming off a year where you paid the guy a lot of money to be a franchise quarterback, and in the way that 2023 ended, it just probably didn't feel as complete because of how well he played at the end of last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, no. I completely understand that, but again, Brad said the reason why we can say his excuse, because excuse doesn't need to be a bad thing. It's the reality of the situation that your quarterback was trying to play through injuries. And so I really do believe that Jordan Love was completely hampered by his injuries last year. That's why he could not raise his game to another level. And then on top of that, the football team, they didn't need him to be Superman. They didn't need him to do a lot because they had a really good running back that really got going. They ran the football more in the second half of the season, and they ran the football more overall this year. And so they didn't need Jordan Love to do that. Remember, the Packers were missing Aaron Jones for a little bit during his first season. Aaron Jones got hot, the last 4 games of the 2023 season. So they didn't really have a running back they can depend on halfway through that season, so you had to depend more on Jordan Love. So things changed a little bit. He may not go for 4,700 yards because they have a really capable running back, but it doesn't mean Jordan Love still won't dice up and carve teams. And so I feel very confident that Jordan Love,
what you're saying, we all agree with,
is going to be
what you started
to be
with
very
right
good.
Now, Kyle. Well, you started with a conversation with I won't take this step back slander, but I think it's a fair conversation.
Because he didn't take any step. It's not. He didn't take a step back last year. He didn't. He was injured last year, and he still, to what you said, is he played on par. He played less games, and he only threw 6 less touchdown passes.
He threw more interceptions.
in less
He
games.
threw one more interception.
Well, he threw 11.
And if you want to extrapolate the data with more games, there would likely be more interceptions, even though he cut down at the end because they were utilizing him differently.
No, they were utilizing him differently, but I don't think they were utilizing him differently because they didn't want Jordan Love to throw interceptions. I think it's because of the fact that they had a really good run game with Josh Jacobs. I don't think they were saying, we can't put the ball in our quarterback's hand because we're nervous he's going to throw an interception. That is, again, that would be a slanderous thing to say. And that's not accepted on KBN for now.
Oh, wow. With authority. Not accepted on KBN.
Period.
You want to use an exclamation mark?
Exclamation point.
Comma.
Yeah, where's your you didn't throw any commas out there.
Oh, I don't use commas. That's what
semicolon.
What is that?
No, I'm lost on semicolon. Ain't no way. I still don't understand semicolon.
It's like half of a break.
Yeah, I don't understand the point.
But also a continuation.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to make two separate points. A semicolon.
No, stupid.
Then just put a period and make another sentence for crying out loud.
Thank you. Yeah, stupid.
English.
I agree that I don't think Jordan Love
English is stupid.
Took a step back, but I believe his receivers took a step back, which hampered him taking a step forward.
Here's a good example. I agree. I don't think Jordan Love took a step back. Semicolon. I believe his receivers took a step back.
Two separate sentences with the
Why
same
not
line of
period?
thinking.
Yeah, I hated it. Semicolons suck. Ban semicolons.
What?
Bad take.
What is the purpose of that? What does it tell me?
How many times do you read something that has a semicolon in there? It's basically a show. You're a grammar show off.
It shows that the sentences are related.
All right,
in some
nerd,
way.
shut up.
It's two main clauses.
Nerd, shut up.
Separated by a pause.
Clauses.
Nice work of clauses.
People forget I worked at a newspaper.
Get out of here.
Cool.
Are we doing so?
Cool.
We've been planning to do something next for like a long time.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Why not?
Oh,
wait. Are we talking about the same thing?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Is it a guest?
Oh no, I know that's not happening.
No, that's not happening. No.
How things work?
No.
Oh, that's next.
Yeah.
Next, baby.
Oh, it's Friday, baby. I can't wait.
If you have any questions on how things work, we're not going to have the answer because we're going to ask you how things work next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team, TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting things off with an accident on 41 northbound right at the ramp from Watertown Plank Road. It's off on the right shoulder, but it's going to be a little bit backed up heading right past that all the way up to Hampton. On the southbound side, very heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down past Capitol Drive, almost to Burleigh. Eastbound 94, we got some backups right past Barker Road and then back on the brakes from 84th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Third Ward Beer Garden. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music, Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, showers early, partly cloudy with a low of 50. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 64 at the lake, 73 inland. Weather's brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The 2015 Wisconsin men's hoops team gave us all a march to remember.
There will be no undefeated champion on Wisconsin with an unbelievable stretch drive to the championship game.
On June 26th, enjoy an intimate celebration with the stars of the run with Made 'em Believe. Presented by M3 Insurance. World-class expertise and individual attention. Tickets are on sale now at uwhoops2015.com. Made 'em Believe. June 26th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
Brewers and Padres action is coming at you June 6th through the 8th. Catch an electric weekend of baseball as two of the game's youngest superstars square off. The first Friday game of June means Wisconsinites can grab half-off tickets to the Brewers series opener on the 6th, then score one of the top giveaways of the season, a Jackson Churio replica jersey presented by Chevrolet for the first 25,000 ticketed fans through the gates June 7th. Get seats at brewers.com.
Drive into Memorial Day all month long
at Cunis. Get the best savings of the year at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. Get huge discounts on the Buick Envista and Envision SUVs or the rugged GMC Terrain and Sierra. Visit your local dealer website for one of our 10 pre-owned super specials. You won't find deals like this anywhere else. Plus, we have unbeatable service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear lifetime powertrain warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Drive into Memorial Day all month long at Cunis.
Born in the heart of the earth, natural diamonds rise up like the notes of a song from the throat of Mother Nature.
Rick, that was positively poetic.
Mother Nature sings diamonds.
Sarah, wow, you can sing.
Born in the heart of a plasma chamber, created diamonds fall softly like snowflakes from the heart of a star.
A star that shines like true love.
Natural diamonds are earthborn.
Created diamonds are starborn.
Kessler's has the largest selection of natural diamonds in the state of Wisconsin. All the different sizes, all the fancy shapes.
Give her a fancy diamond.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
Bigger, brighter natural diamonds.
And financing that makes anything possible.
Kessler's is the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America.
Which means we can do anything we want to do.
For you.
Mother Nature sings diamonds.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
For Daniel the Sloth, it will be a lovely day. When I go cut his lawn, thanks to the donation he made to the Mac Fund, he chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. Ben, comma, when are you coming to mow my lawn? Question mark.
How big is that lawn again?
2 acres.
Oh. Wow.
Daniel.
Let's do a rainy day.
I'm going to give you my email on the text line, and we're going to have to figure out.
Yeah!
I think he's in the Madison area.
If I'm not mistaken, we decided you are using a push mower, and we're not talking about one that runs on gasoline, correct?
What?
Because Gabe Neitzel has a push mower, isn't that how we got that, Brad?
That rotating.
No, we're not using the rotating thing.
That's what we agreed on, is it not?
I mean, we might have to pull the tape. That's our.
Go ahead, pull the tape because that's not.
It was push. No, it was push
Kyle,
mower, like self-propelled push mower. Now I watched it.
He listened back because he wanted to know what he was being nominated for while he was not on the show.
Yeah, I was on the beach. Like, ooh, they're tripping.
Yes, you were on the beach enjoying yourself. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. How do things work?
I often think deeply.
You do.
I often do.
Yeah, you do, often.
And if one is as aware of the world around one as I am, questions start to linger.
Arise, some could say. Yes.
Arise.
Yes.
And they arise and then they linger.
Linger.
Like a question of how does a mirror work? How do mirrors work? So, somebody explain this to me, because you could tell me it's glass, but I'm looking at glass out in the 3rd Street Market Hall, and that's not reflective. I see right through it. How does a mirror, what is a mirror made out of that it reflects exactly what it's looking at? Like, how does a mirror work? It makes no sense to me.
And in theory, wouldn't a mirror, if a mirror was truly a mirror, wouldn't it be flipped? Wouldn't it be reflecting back like the horizontally backwards of what we are seeing?
It is. It's not a true depiction. It is the inverted depiction of what we're seeing.
Well said. That is the part that's always thrown me off.
And what's crazy about mirror is, like,
so we're starting with mirrors here.
It shouldn't have form because it's only reflective of what it's seeing.
But it has the form of your body and the reflection. You're saying?
But it's how can something have form that all it does is reflect what it's pointing at?
Can I tell you one that I was thinking about?
Yes.
So I'm holding a keyboard.
Oh, wow.
And a typewriter made sense because you'd press that.
Wait. Are you taking us off the mirror topic?
Well, this is how things work.
Yes.
Mirror was bad.
Yeah.
No, mirror's good.
Oh,
How? So do you have any explanation for how it works?
Well, Ryan just says.
Why is it reflective?
There is mirror paint. Dave shaking my head. It's just reflective backing on the glass.
What does that mean?
What does
Reflective
that mean?
backing?
I don't know. How do things
you
work?
look into glass, you can see yourself.
What is the reflective backing made out of?
Google it.
Glass.
Well, I tried to Google this earlier today, and the only answer I found was that the University of Arizona has a mirror major, and I tried to reach out to one of the professors.
No.
To no avail.
Come on.
They must be on summer break. I left a voicemail.
I just want to get through. We've had a lot of these in our brains.
All right, what do you got?
So you know how a typewriter
This is going to be so dumb.
makes sense?
Yes.
You
what do you mean?
You
it makes
press
sense?
it, the B, and the ink corresponds with the button. How come when I press B on a keyboard, how does it go from the keyboard through a wire? Like there's just this wire
This is
connecting
so
a board.
dumb. Ben, look at the keyboard. You have an actual keyboard in front of you, right?
I'm holding
Rip
it.
a button off.
Yeah, I get it. There's a button you press.
Destructive, huh?
But how does it go from this keyboard through a wire onto a screen? Like
Immediately.
what's in these wires that makes it go
Technology.
right to the computer?
But what does that mean, technology?
That's what I'm saying. What is technology?
Technology
How
is
did
dumb too.
No,
I got
how,
one.
How did somebody in the caveman era to where we are now, was it the Industrial Revolution?
Caveman.
Wait, like we went from caveman to industrial revolution.
About?
Like, how did we go
quite a
from
big jump
such
there,
simple people? Who was the first? Like, who was smart enough to be like, I'm looking at all these rocks and all the stuff that's in the world and be like, we can make all of this.
That's called evolution, growth.
How?
Speaking of cavemen,
We're also we can't come up with anything.
You want to know how language was invented? What are you doing right now?
Kind of.
But wait, speaking of the caveman, can someone explain to me fire?
Fire.
Fire is so trippy. You feel its heat, you see it, but you can wave your hand through it, and there's no form. It's just like gases.
Well, yeah.
But you can see it, and it's destructive. But it has no feel to it.
I'll
but
one up you on this one.
What?
Wind. Wind?
Oh, God.
Dude, you can't see wind.
Well, yeah, it's air. You can't see air either.
But you can see the flags flap from the wind. It's
where does wind come from?
I don't know.
I think
Kyle, are you on the same page as me that
technically-
these guys are just idiots?
Well, question: when you see tornadoes, you see wind, don't you?
You see the
extreme
dust
wind.
and leaves and things that the wind picks up. Yes,
You see
do
the evidence
that.
of wind, but you don't see wind.
That is correct. Yes.
But still, where does it come from?
What
Where
about
does-
me?
Where does wind
I
come
don't know.
from?
Kyle, what do you got?
Well, see, this is one thing I've always been curious about. Where do colors come from? Like, how did you come up?
That's good.
How did you come up with colors like red, green, blue? Like behind you, Ben, you have the ESPN Milwaukee. I see, the red
This
ESPN.
colors
I see
one
the black
has me
Milwaukee. I see the blue. Like,
in a tizzy.
how did we get these colors? And some people can't even see them. So there's literally some people don't even know what we're talking about.
Dude,
they're blind to these colors, and who named them?
How? If you're colorblind, are you do you just see the world in black and white?
Yes, and like grays.
Seriously?
Lot of gray.
Oh, that seems miserable.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
So if you're colorblind, you go to the beach, it just looks gray?
Oh.
Like, if you're colorblind, does a rainy day
think-
and a sunny day feel the same?
Oh wow. Maybe colors can have levels of brightness. Can you imagine a color that you've never seen before?
Like we all know, not we all, but like that ESPN is red.
It's red.
No, it's rojo. It's rojo.
That's Spanish for red.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know what you're doing there.
Red is English for rojo.
How do I know
But
that my
still,
red?
who came up with that?
How do I know that when you see red, and I see red, it's the same red.
That's what I don't like.
Because it could be blue. Like
to you, that could be blue, but it's red.
It could be.
But it could be blue.
We agree it's the same color.
We agree it's the same color, but you might be seeing it
blue,
way different than me.
Yes.
But blue.
You know this happened to me yesterday.
But blue to you could also be red. Right? You could be calling no, I'm serious. You could be calling blue red.
No, it's real.
And it could be the same exact color, but the way you've been shown red.
Keep going.
No, that's real. No, that's real.
But do you know what I'm saying?
It's all in our minds. It's our minds. I had on pants a couple days ago, and I said they were blue. My girl said they were gray. And she said, baby, those are gray pants. I wanted you to wear gray pants a couple days ago, but you're wearing them now. I said, baby, these are blue. And literally on the pants it said ash blue. She said, see, I told you it's gray. I said, baby, that says blue. Ash blue.
Jake in Delafield, you're colorblind. Get in here. You're on the Carpus Talking text line.
Yeah, hey guys. I don't know if it touched on it while I was on hold, but there's different severities of colorblind. So I don't see in black and white. I see colors I think would be just like you guys might, but some of them look the same. So like for me, blues and purples look identical. You could hold up a blue pen and a purple pen and I would just be guessing, or reds and greens.
Do you feel like you're being robbed of life?
Well, no, because I don't know what it looks like in the alternative, and so I tried those colorblind glasses. Because I don't know, you've seen videos of that where people who are colorblind and they put them on and they like start to cry because they've seen colors for the first time. Well,
wow,
they didn't really work for me because I already see color. A lot of them look the same to me.
So wait a minute. When you said red and green,
the order.
You said red and green. You can't differentiate, right?
Yeah.
So what color is it? When you see
That's right. So like the stoplights, for example.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dude, how did you get your license?
Bro, you can't. You can't drive.
What do you use? Context cues?
Bro, just guess it.
You memorize the order. You memorize the order. The top is red or the left is red.
You see the light. You see
right if it's
something
a vertical
brighter.
light. Yeah.
So is it gray? Are red and green both gray?
No.
No, it's the same to him.
But what color?
Red and green.
But what color is he seeing? Are you seeing red or green?
Right, so a lot of times when I explain this to people,
how do you not know? You got to know this, Jake.
Right. No, so a lot of times when I explain this to people, their response is, what you're telling me is you just never learned your colors growing up. And I'm like, no, I know that it's either blue or red, blue or purple, for example. I just don't know which one it is. They look the same to me.
So in order to pass first grade, I'm your teacher. Jake, I'm your teacher in first grade. In order to pass first grade, I have one green colored paper in my right hand and one red colored paper in my left hand. And I said, which one is green? You wouldn't be able to pass unless you 50-50 guessed.
A 50-50 shot.
Is there a third color?
And so, you know, like that.
Is there a third color that
red,
looks like green and red to you?
Look the same.
Wait, time out. Jake, so when you see ESPN, Jake, so when you see the ESPN logo on YouTube, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, ESPN Madison on YouTube, when you see our ESPN logo, you've been thinking it's green or brown your whole life?
I just think that it's either green, brown, or red, and someone is going to be there to tell me which one it is if I actually care.
Oh my God!
It's red.
So green, brown.
So he doesn't even know what.
So for example, like I'll be like to someone who I'll say, oh wow, that the grass is really green. What do you mean? How do you even know the grass is green? You don't know your color. Well, I've learned that grass is green. So in my mind,
so you're lying to us. You're lying. You're lying to us, Jake. You don't know if it's green.
Yeah.
So when Christmas comes around,
poor guy.
Thank you, Jake. We really appreciate it.
So when Christmas comes around,
there's a lot of green and red.
There's a lot of green. So
it's all the same color.
It's all the same.
It's just lights.
That sucks.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's why I asked him. It feels like he's robbed of life.
The stoplight one is crazy.
Hey, he's managed. He's managed.
Yeah,
good for you, Jake. You don't know colors. You don't see color, brother. He did say, that sucks.
Black and white? What if everyone looks black and everyone looks white to him?
Wow.
Oh, that'll be a good thing for some black people. You get along.
I really liked how things work.
I have so many of them. I have a note of about 30.
Keep them in your back pocket. That was how things work here on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Can we keep going?
No. We have more to get to.
I have a question that will blow your mind.
That's coming up next.
All right.
You okay with that?
If it blows my mind.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Northbound 41 at Watertown Plank Road. We got an accident there off on the right shoulder. Squad's with it. They're working on it. It's still going to be heavy pretty much all the way up past that point up to Silver Spring. On the southbound side, slowing down from Good Hope Road all the way to Burleigh. More delays then once you get through the Zoo interchange onto the southbound bypass just south of Greenfield Avenue all the way down and around the Hale interchange all the way to 76th Street. We got eastbound 94 slowing down from 84th Street all the way to 27th. The westbound side heavy just before 27th all the way past Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Showers early, then partly cloudy, a low of 50. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 64 at the lake, 73 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Could you envision a scenario in which the New York Knicks find a way to win this series?
No. I mean, no team in the conference finals has lost the first two games at home and come back and win a series. It's never happened. So I get everybody's throwing out the stat, there have been 13 teams to come back from 3-1. Yeah, but not down 0-2 after losing the first two games on your home court and winning that series. It's just not going to happen. So I respect everything that the New York Knicks did yesterday, but to me, it's too little, too late. You know, they did a great job at being able to dictate the terms of engagement, dictate the complexion of the game from start to finish. Of course, they led wire to wire, but there's just so much overall momentum going toward the Indiana Pacers, and I just don't see this one-off in terms of winning Game 5 and forcing a Game 6 changing anything.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
The playoffs are in full swing, and you can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest game-changing moments to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code JOEQ. That's JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance, like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. Go behind the scenes of the Emmy-nominated Giannis documentary. Get the real story of the blockbuster trade for Damian Lillard. Hear the origin of Bucks in 6. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get podcasts.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I think that I found
Learned a lot about colors and being colorblind the last segment on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Derek chimes in. Oh, that was the wrong text. David chimes in. My wife is colorblind. Her teacher thought she was a smartass in class because of how she was coloring. For example, our caller, Jake, said he sees red and green the same. So she was like, all right, everyone, color red. And then David's wife probably grabbed a green marker and
best.
Messed it up.
Colorblind aware.
John in Brookfield, you're on the Carbless Talking text line. Is this on colors, Strofe?
All right. Well, no, it's on everything. Listen, Nortman, sit down. You're embarrassing your science teachers at Brookfield Central.
Oh, wow.
I cannot believe that you got out of high school with these stupid answers to these questions.
Get 'em,
Let's
John.
go through them one by one. Let's start with a mirror. A mirror, guys, is just polished metal. Can you imagine taking a piece of copper or brass or something and shining it up real nice? Right?
I've
so
never
it's a
seen
piece of
brass
glass.
that can be a mirror.
No. But, all right. So how about aluminum foil? Picture in your mind aluminum foil with no wrinkles on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really smooth. So they put a piece of silvering, it's called silvering, on the back of a pane of glass. The photons of light strike the silver, and because it's a metal, it ejects another photon. So the light hits it, it bounces back to your eye. Okay, that's a mirror.
You
What's
lost
number
me on
two?
photon, but you sound like you're smart. Next.
Yeah, well, no, I used to teach this stuff.
Photons.
Yeah. So, light particles, okay? Light waves. So there was the mirror. What was the next one?
Keyboards?
Keyboards.
Keyboard. Brad is the letter B. He's going to just be standing there. And we've got electrodes attached to him wherever you want to imagine there are electrodes attached to him.
Dude, you're too smart for this program, John.
Yeah,
You're too smart.
No.
Yeah, it's too smart. It's too hard.
I push a button. A small current it's a little switch. A small current goes and shocks Brad, and all he does is strikes the letter B. B. That's it.
Okay, I actually like the way you
You're
explained
so
that
smart.
one.
What about
But can you solve colors?
I'm still not sold on mirrors, but
Colors is really the bugaboo here.
Okay, so colors are, once again, it's physics. It's a frequency of light. So the fact that you guys are saying, yeah, I see red different than you see red, all very true, but that's biological. That's the sensors in your eye picking up the wavelength. There is something to be said that red is exactly 450 nanometers of light. That is what it is. Now,
Come on
how
now.
you perceive it,
Come on now.
it's up to you. No, I just tired of it. You guys hit all of the stuff that was taught in high school. Nortman was too busy going out to the field and punting instead of being in science class.
Can I propose a question that I'm confused on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The universe is expanding, right? With the Big Bang?
Yep.
Where is it expanding to?
That's a great question. And that's more theology than it is science.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
does the universe have a boundary? That's a great debate. And I'm not willing to go into it right now.
Me either, John. It's a Friday. John, thank you
I
for the
need
call.
John to call in every Friday.
Yeah.
John,
I
you're
wish he was my
a
teacher. He
how
was
things work guy.
fantastic.
That was very, very.
How things work
All right.
with John from
Educational.
Brookfield on Fridays.
Hey, he's from Brookfield.
Might even
Smart
get him
guys
on the
from Brookfield.
payroll with that answer.
John, how do you know all this?
I used to teach science.
In Brookfield?
That's how I know Norman went to Central, and I know he was a punter.
Did you teach me ever?
No, thankfully not, but I bet I could name your high school teachers.
But you know what?
I think he said he knows your high school
He can name your high school teachers.
Oh, wow.
He can name them.
Pull my
John,
report card.
open door policy. Anytime you call in, you're going
He's
on
an
the air.
automatic on the air.
Amazing.
I listened a lot. I was driving, and you guys are driving me crazy, and I had to call.
Thank you, John.
Exactly what we strive
I'm
here.
glad we're driving
When you're
science
driving home on a
people.
Friday, we were driving you crazy, then we forced you to call.
My science teachers were not as close to being as interesting. That's why I didn't do very well.
450 nanometers is red.
I know, but stop on the colors. The whole universe boundary thing has me about falling out of my chair. Like, whoa.
He said, I ain't going there.
Yeah, no, yeah. I might pass out if we have that conversation.
Yeah.
Whew. Gonna need a breather after John. Me, at least. Next. Strofe next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's pretty good.
I
either crush him or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
I'll be fascinated to see what this contract looks like. How much of this is incentivized? How much is Jair getting to walk through that door?
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
I'm guessing it's not going to be nearly what he wants. I know that. It will be more of how much did the Packers go to kind of put an olive branch out to say, come on back in, Jair. We still believe that you can play.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
True Chicago-style pizza is thin, crispy, and cut into squares. And thanks to Connie's Frozen Pizza, you can enjoy a true slice of the city. You'll enjoy it so much you won't even mind where it comes from. Connie's Frozen Pizzas are made from the same cornmeal crust Connie's has been serving for over 60 years. They're perfectly cheesy, perfectly saucy, and they're exactly what you crave. Get to know the true Chicago style with Connie's Frozen Pizza. Born in Chicago, loved by cheeseheads. Available in a freezer aisle near you.
Truck drivers, the job you have today might not be the one you want tomorrow, and that's okay. At Schneider, our transfer team is here to help you if you decide the job you picked isn't the right fit, or if you come across life changes that require a different schedule or home time. Last year, nearly 2,000 Schneider drivers transferred to different opportunities at the company that better met their lifestyle. Find the driving job that fits yours and your family's needs. Apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
It's what you wait for all week. The three-pointers, the rebounds, the thrill of every shot. Win or lose, it's the hope that keeps you coming back. The dream that this time, it might be your year, and so you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when the pressure's on, your support is everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Hey, I'm buying a fixer-upper for my first home. Is that something you can help with?
Of course. We are here for all your construction needs at Professional Construction, Inc. With over 20 years of experience, our team will help from the design process through the finished product.
A living room with lime green and wood-paneled covered walls with shag carpets isn't quite working for me.
That's not quite my style either. But regardless, we are here to make your dreams a reality. Visit us at ProfessionalConstructionInc.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Ever notice how wine enthusiasts often speak a completely different language? And while that language may technically be English, to most people it's anything but. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we stock over 8,000 varieties of wine and speak many dialects of wine English to help everyone, from the wine novice to the master sommelier. So if you need an expert recommendation for wine, or maybe you know what you want and simply need help locating it, our experienced staff has got your back. No matter the budget, occasion, or your level of wine expertise, Discount Liquor will make you feel at home. Discount Liquor, unmatched selection, everyday low prices, a helpful staff, and 2 convenient locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
You should be happy Pac-Man Jones had this on his headphones, or he definitely would have pulled up on you.
I think Pac-Man's lucky I didn't have this on my headphones.
Oh, you right.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
800-990-3776. Cody chimes in. That was the real Professor John. We have Professor John Anderson on Tuesdays. John Anderson of SportsCenter. That is the real Professor John for Fridays. How things work. Yeah, he's not that kind of guy. He's a journalist guy. Those guys are boring.
Wow.
I was trying to take you out in the same time.
I'm not a journalist.
Okay. Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. And I guess I'm going to go to Josh Kenosha here. Josh, what's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, well, for starters, I've never heard anyone make Brad look like Ben on the intelligence rating.
Hey, he did.
So
that
was interesting.
Good confidence boost here.
I'm just saying. But my birthday's tomorrow. I want to get some ideas for fun activities for a single guy out on the town.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Well, thank you, guys.
What town are you trying to hit?
I'm turning 30. I'm turning 39.
39. Okay.
One away from the
Ooh,
excitement.
the big 3-9.
What?
For a single man, huh? What are you into? Are you into partying, clubs, bars? Like, what are you into? Are you into, going on rivers?
Rivers.
I'm open for anything. I mean, roller coasters are always fun.
No,
Kyle, it's not here around, Kyle.
No. Now you're taking shots. I was really trying to help you, but now I'm going to defer to the others, and I hope you have a very boring birthday.
Whoa. Just because he brought up you being scared of roller coasters?
Yeah. Sensitive.
He didn't need to take a shot at me.
Kyle,
I'm very sensitive. I was trying to help the brother out. I was going to give him different ideas of what he could do.
We literally say the word roller coaster, and Kyle freaks out. This phobia is real.
Where were you going with rivers?
I'm talking. You take a boat on the river, go up and down the river, stop on your different restaurants.
I was gonna say, is the pontoon open for KBN Nation?
KBN Nation got one day, yeah. It's KBN Nation. You're
but not Josh, who went out to go see you and meet you in IKEA, who's turning 39 and is single and looking to have some gals on a boat.
That's the Josh that was. Oh, Josh, I'm just playing. Oh man, listen, man. You better go.
Here
go
comes
have a good time
Backtrack Kyle once again.
Go have a good time in Kenosha. Go to some of those bars. Go get you a good burger. Go hang out, man. Go hang out and have a good time.
Look at you just drowning right now. Drowning.
I mean, I have so many ideas, but they have to be offline.
What? What are your offline? What do you mean you can't
go to a gentleman's club and get a chicken masala?
Like Kyle did in Vegas?
What do you mean? If I say it offline, it's offline.
Hey,
I can't say. I'm not incriminating
Josh,
anybody.
listen here. Kyle's got a great idea for you. You go to a Ferris wheel and you take that for a quick spin. That's Kyle's idea of fun.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, that is a good time. He's a single guy. Obviously,
I'm kind of struggling
for
the 39-year-old. You know what I mean?
Bro, just go hit up Brothers, whatever.
Whoa! This is a good one, Adam. Go to the Brewers game.
Oh, yeah, Brewers are. Wait, they're at Philadelphia.
Yeah, go fly to Philadelphia.
Go to Philadelphia.
Take a trip. Take a solo trip. That's what you should do. Take a solo trip, man. Take a solo trip and have a good time.
Yeah.
Solo trip.
What city though? Philadelphia?
Vegas.
You guys suck at this.
No. Go to Vegas, Josh.
Don't go to Vegas. Nah, go to an island where nobody knows you.
An island where nobody knows
do what you want. You can call. You go from Josh to Yash. Yeah.
Sounds like
fun.
a cheap. Yeah, sounds like a cheap adventure.
It's the whole day flying.
On one day notice.
He ain't cheap.
JD chimed in.
I can't help you, Josh.
As we were trying to get to how things work here on Kyle Bruston Nortman, and we got to the universe. I don't know why you took us that deep, Brad.
I don't know either.
Universal expansion is string theory. There's also a great retractor and attractor dealing with dark matter.
Ooh, the invisible string theory is great.
Do you know anything about it?
No, not on a Friday, man. I'm already feeling small. I don't want to feel smaller.
Well, I was more referring to a different invisible string theory, I think, then.
Is this like...
Invisible string theory is about relationships, compatibility, right?
Okay.
So you meet somebody. My girlfriend, great example, because we were the happiest couple on the planet.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
Kyle, you saw us last night. You would attest.
Kyle and baby girl were there,
indeed
too.
I
You're
did.
saying you're happier than Kyle and baby girl?
Baby girl and Stroph's girl got along great last night. They were yapping, hanging out, right?
Yapping.
You know, to my surprise, Strofe isn't as lovey-dovey as I thought. He was away from his girl half the damn time.
That's true. I was having a good...
Just by herself sitting down. You need to work on
ourselves. No, we were having a good old-fashioned time.
It sounds like you were having a good old-fashioned time.
She had a great time.
Do we know that?
Yes, we got in the car, and she was like, that was so fun. I'm so glad we went. She had a great time. Anyway, so
how do we know Strofe is telling the truth ever?
She can call in again if you want. I would never lie on her name.
All right,
so the
invisible string theory
is about compatibility and background. Okay? So me and my girlfriend grew up in very similar areas of the state. We know many people that are similar to like, we have mutuals, right? And we were connecting dots. We were like, whoa, we were at that same party in high school, but we never met each other. And then it's like, whoa, you know this person
Doubt it.
from high school who you went to college with, but I went to college and I partied with them, so we were like, let that party together. And then we end up doing this, and you did this, and we worked this far apart in high school and college.
So what's the theory?
Can we end this story?
That you have all of these similar experiences in your background, but you never connected until the time was right. Invisible string.
Now, is this for everyone?
Isn't that 6
or
degrees of
just
separation?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Kyle.
Oh, like you know what that is, Ben.
It's basically, I know it.
Yeah.
No. Let me go here.
That would be good.
6 degrees of separation, right?
Yes.
Like,
I don't know. You tell us.
Like
Genius.
you might be. I know what it means.
Do you?
I do.
So use words.
Yeah, I know. I gotta try to find the right
Slow down.
ones. Slow down. All right. 6 degrees of separation is like Brad and I. We both went to University of Wisconsin, and we never crossed paths, and we kind of came together.
No. 6 degrees of separation. You want to try again?
Do I?
I mean, I believe
I thought you were going in the right direction.
6 degrees of separation is you are connected to any given person on the
John the professor.
The idea that you are connected to any given person on the planet given 6 degrees of separation.
If I got 6 people, I could connect to the entire world.
Yeah, so like I mean,
like I know Thanasis Antetokounmpo, who knows people in Greece, who knows people all the way over there.
Yeah.
I know this person in LA who knows people there. Like,
yes,
you're connected to everyone somehow, some way.
Yes, with given 6 jumps from person, like it could be whoever. Could be the wildest.
I feel like we just did a horrible job explaining that.
The Prime Minister of England.
I can get to him?
You could be a 6th. Yeah. Somehow you could do it.
What we got rolling here, Strofe?
Our new exit song.
Turn it up.
Opinions clash, but the vibe will thrive. Sports and banter, a perfect blend. KBN's the show that never ends.
We're not ending. We're going till 5 o'clock on 94.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Coming up next in Beaver Dam, you have Corey and Wally in the Damn Sports Show on 100.5 ESPN Madison of Jim, Matt, and Molly. And in 2 short minutes, we have a surprise. If you haven't heard it, it's absolutely amazing. The 414 Hour at 4 has been revived. Coming up in 2 minutes. I'm telling you, don't go anywhere. 2 minutes.
The show that never ends.
An accident on 94 heading southbound just south of Rawson Avenue off on the right shoulder. Other than that, we're looking pretty Pretty typical stuff. Southbound 41 slowing down from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Burleigh. Northbound slowing from just north of Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Silver Spring. Southbound 43 is going to be slowing from Hampton all the way down through the Marquette down to the KK River. Traffic is brought to you by Third Ward Beer Garden. Experience Milwaukee's favorite beer garden. Open Wednesday through Sunday with live music Thursday through Saturday. Good times and great vibes await at Third Ward Beer Garden. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Showers early, partly cloudy with a low of 50. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 64 at the lake, 73 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazga on 94.5 ESPN.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
From the biggest stars to the greatest